I asked if there was a game from the past you'd like to see return, and the response was pretty clear. So here I am, heading back to where it all began for the channel, jumping back into what is arguably still one of the best transport management games ever made. Well, hello everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion. We're jumping right back into the past here, almost to the start of the channel. This was the first game that I played that really got me noticed as a content creator. And by that I mean the views were good, the interactions were good, gained a ton of subs off it, built a community around playing this game. It's also the game that led to the first downfall on the channel, because I think things just got a little too much. We won't talk about that side of things though. That's absolutely fine. I'm just getting up my stats here because I believe at the time of recording this is still the most watched video on my channel. Most viewed. Yeah. The first episode of me playing this game way back 12 years ago now still is the most watched video on my channel with over 23,000 views. That is insane. If this one gets 23,000 views, I'll be very, very happy indeed. We're going to get started in just a second. Funny story. I put out a call about a month ago now. By the time this goes out, actually, it'll be over a month. Asking for players of the game to create a city for me with no transport links. Basically just build a city, buildings, roads, that kind of stuff. And I would come in and fix the transport issues of the city. Not one person responded to that, which is a little disappointing. I guess this is an old game now. We've had City Skylines and City Skylines 2 come out since then, and as we've just seen, 2014 roughly, was when this game was sort of at its peak. I had someone recently ask me about playing the first Cities in Motion, which is quite funny, and I do love the first one too. I haven't touched it in over 12 years as it seems, but it actually crossed my mind for a bit of, oh yeah, I could play that would be fun, but I think it's too old. That's the problem with YouTube now, is back in the day you could pick up an old game, and if you just made interesting content on it, people would watch. Whereas now we're in that Gen Z thing of, oh, it's older than 5 minutes and it's longer than 5 minutes, I'm not interested. That's one of the sad things about not just YouTube, but life in general. But again, without getting too downbeat, I'd tell a lie slightly. I did get one response on that post I put out a month ago from a very, very angry individual, basically calling me lazy and telling me to make my own damn content. Which, I guess if you've someone who's not familiar with me, that would make some sense. Because I was just out there saying, hey, build me a city and I'll turn it into a YouTube series. But I was coming at it as a, wouldn't it be cool if someone from my community sees that post, designs me a city, and I'm like, hey guys, this person here has created a city for me and we're going to go in and build a transport network in it. But they very much saw it as, do the work for me, I can't be bothered. So that's sad. What's really sad though is not one person responded other than that. So we're going to have to go with one of the game created ones. I did look on the Steam Workshop. There's a lot of big empty maps. I don't think anyone's making any new maps at the moment, or ever will, to be honest, which is kind of sad. A Cities in Motion 3 would be really good. Now Colossal Order have broken away from Paradox. Maybe that's in the works. Who knows? Excuse me. So we're going to start a sandbox game. And we're going to work on East City. Now Central City is normally my my weapon of choice on this game. But I am going to go with East City just for something different. I was trying to remember which one it is. I think it's this one that has the baseball stadium sort of down by the freeway. Because that's the one that I used to really enjoy playing on. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, we're not doing Tutorial City. And then these are some of the workshop ones, which I think are good, but perhaps too good for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to go East City. We're not going to disable city growth, we're not going to disable random objectives, and we're not going to disable unlimited money. I'm playing on... Do you know what? We'll go expert. And we'll use my custom rules. Which, actually, before I do set this up... I can't remember where to get to them. I think it's here, isn't it? Nope. Tools. And rule set editor. So if I load the rule set... Basically, this goes back a long time as well. Oh, is this actually going to work? Seems to be taking forever to load. There we go. Basically, way back when, the game wasn't giving me enough in terms of population and stuff, so I came through here and I boosted everything. So, yeah. City population, 250%. Walk speed, actually, I've left the same. I think that's for realism effects. Player effects on city growth, 200%. Time speed, 15%. I think that basically takes it to real time. Someone said a long time ago. I think that's correct. Private car ownership, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, we just boosted capacity of vehicles as well to try and make it feel a little bit more realistic. I don't think I've changed anything here that isn't already done here. So, yeah, that's basically where we're at with that. Right, let's get started. East City. Well, we're 6 minutes in and we haven't actually started the game yet. Expert. Me. Go. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I know I've been a bit moany at the start of this video. I don't mean to be. This was voted for in a poll. So hopefully it doesn't go the way of Factorio, where people voted for it and then nobody watched it. The fact that this is a game that has meant so much to the channel over the years. This was the first one, as I said, that went, I guess, viral. And then after that, OpenTTD was the next one. Right, that's looking north. There-ish. I'm just going to scan around. Now, I'm playing the game on a 4K monitor, but in windowed mode with the resolution, I think, set to 1440, but I'm recording at 1080. So, this episode, and maybe the next 2 or 3, depending on how many I do today, may be a little bit weird looking. If they are, please do tell me. I won't record the next batch until I get feedback on this batch. And this is me being sincere for a second. Please, please tell me. Don't ignore me. Don't watch the video and be like, oh, the resolution's crap, and then don't say anything. Please do tell me in the comments if there is an issue, and I will get it fixed. Because, yeah, I can't be having crap resolution videos in 2026. That's just not the done thing at all. Right, I'm just scanning around the map here, looking to see where we could possibly do some work. I've got a couple of ideas already. This freeway, at some point in the future, is going to get turned into an avenue. We're basically going to take this existing avenue here and swing it round. And this is perfect for a tram line. Somewhere around here, we'll have a turning loop. And then it'll have big loop this way, come along here, and then somewhere around this area, it'll have a turning loop. I'm going into this with a new philosophy. If anyone watched my old Cities in Motion 2 videos, you know I had like big hubs and connected all the hubs together and stuff like that. We are still going to do that, but the way I'm going to do my bus lines and tram lines is going to be a lot more realistic. We're going to do the out and back design rather than big loops. And I think I had an argument with someone in the comments once about how bus lines worked. Back then I wasn't that familiar with buses. I was with trams and trains and things like that, but not so much with buses. And I have to hold my hands up and say that that person was 100% right in the way that buses work as an out and back. They don't do a... excuse me. They don't do what I thought, which was big loops. And it's because I'd only ever ridden on like park and rides and event buses and things where they did go in big loops. So, yeah, I got that wrong. So, apologies to that person if you're still watching. What are we going to do? I need a hub somewhere, but not the kind of hub that we've had before. Basically, I've been on a lot of trips recently to cities like York and Cambridge and places like that where there's a lot of park and rides. Canterbury's the same, near where I live. There's a lot of park and rides, and they all sort of dump people onto the same street within the city. Now, obviously, this is a bit harder to do because we've got lots of islands. But I think one of these islands, this one here, or this one here, the Manhattan-esque one, would be a really good place to build like a bus street where all different lines drop off. The more I'm looking at it, the more I think this island here is a good candidate. Are these one-way streets or are they two-way? They're all two ways. I think that's one thing I'm going to change going forward here, is I'm going to make some of these one-way streets, particularly as this here is already a one-way. So I think we'll continue that down here. And then this will be... So we're going to have to do some construction already. Exciting, right? I'm going to have to remember how to do stuff in this game now. There we go. Bulldoze. That road. That road. That road. All the way down to there. We're then going to come into here. One-way road. Now here, I think what I want is something like this. Actually, no. Something like this to start with. Then something like this. Oh, annoyingly, the bus lane there is left turn only, so I'm hoping that doesn't do it to us here. I don't know. I can't actually remember how it all works in this game, you know. It's good, right? Really good. You'd think I'd remember something about this. It being so prominent in the channel and stuff, but nope. Memory like a sieve. Alright, let's do this, and then the last one like this. Now, I'm not saying this is all going to act as one big bus hub street, but this area up here is going to be one of the key... I've got to remember how to do this. There we go. One of the key areas. So we're going to have a bus stop there, and we're going to have a bus stop... I think actually... I know, I kind of want it at the end there. And then I'm going to put a waypoint... No, I'm not. I'm not going to mess around with that right now. Okay. So this is us getting started. Now we need to decide where bus routes are going to run. So imagine if you're doing a bus loop around here, or, you know, an out and back. I'm just looking to see where it would be good to run a bus. I think a bus line straight down here over this bridge and then onto the bus street here would be a good option. And that is a one-way street there. Like so. But then that's also a one-way street. So it's going to have to come across over here. Okay, that works. Is this a one-way street? Yes, it is. Okay. And then that's a one-way street. So it's going to be a weird thing if it comes along like this, and then it comes down this way, and then along this way. But at this point, it is a bus road. So we can actually get away. I'm just trying to put these bus stops so that they sort of overlap, but not massively. So actually we can move this up quite a ways. I think here. Like so. And then... Oh god, I'm trying to remember how the camera controls work as well. One here and one here. Again, they overlap, but not massively. Definitely here and here. And then I guess... So that's a one-way street again. So I could do... one here and one here. Yeah, you are a one-way street, so I guess I could put one just at the end here. Like so. That works. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah, I need to get off the island as well. So that would be from here. I guess we could just have one here still on this street, and then have you come down this way. Could have one there before it crosses the bridge. Actually, that works. And then over the bridge, and then you would stop on this street because that one. Actually, why aren't we stopping on this one? Wouldn't that make more sense? I believe it would. Maybe it makes too much sense, and that's why I didn't do it. Yeah, we'd stop you there. So we'll get rid of that one. Okay. Transport panel. Create new. God, I remember how to do this. Add stops. There we go. Actually, before I do any of this, can I pin this? I can't remember. Help! It's been too long. Right, let's move these back a little bit. I was trying to move it level with the lampposts, but actually that's not the way to go. Is that a combined stop? Yeah. Maybe we could do that in the future as well. There we go. So I'm putting it down the end of the street so that vehicles can queue behind. There will probably be people again telling me that that's not the way to go. But... oh! Yeah, you need to start at depots, don't you? Yeah, we need oh, jeez. Somewhere. That's going to have to go out of the main part of the city. So I guess down here would make sense, and then it can sort of meander its way through. Yeah. Where does that pop out? It comes out over there, or that one over there. I think actually... yeah, okay. I have an idea. Sounds like the end of the Italian job, I know. Let's pop this. Actually, where does the freeway start? Over here. Over there. Yeah, I think this works. If I was to pop this down in this industrial area. Somewhere like that. Right click rotates on this game lock. So what I want to do is put a waypoint here and a waypoint. Where's the junction? Over here. Right, let's just see what happens if I do this. So we're going to start at this depot here. We're going to go up to this waypoint here. So far, so good. Then, I'm just going to try and go straight into this stop here. Ah, it is actually doing what I wanted it to. Brilliant. Now, from here, the next stop is supposed to be there. And actually, that's kind of worked out. So we're going to do that and that. Then down to here. And then up this road. Like so. Across the top. And back. Very simple. Very easy. Very much complete. And then at the end, we're going to stop here as kind of an unloader. And then we're going to come here as a loader again. And then at the end... oh, there's a hidden junction there. That's interesting, actually, that it would do that to go back. And there we go. Done. Only needs 3 vehicles right now. That might change. I've got to remember how to do this. Right, start time. Let's say 5 AM. End time 11. Interval. Do we want one like every 20 minutes? Preferred vehicle size any right now. Yeah. Actually, is this correct? I don't know. The morning rush is going to be from 7 till 9. I'm very traditional in that sense. And we're going to have a bus every 10 minutes. No, not 20. Right, every 10 minutes. Yep. So now this is going to start at 9:20. Can I type in the box? No. You're going to start at 9:20. There we go. And you're going to end, because the evening rush is going to start at 5 and go until 7. Again, with a bus every 10 minutes. Okay. So you're going to end at 4:40. So 16:40. There we go. And then weekends. Actually, no, you're going to be a lot later in the day. You're going to start at like 8 and go until 10. And you're going to be a bus every half an hour. Hey. Half an hour. And then at night, so the morning rush starts at 7. The evening rush ends at 7. So from 7:30 till 6:30. There we go. We're going to have a bus every 30 minutes. Okay. Something like that. I think. I paused the game, didn't I? That's why it's not moaning at me. Right, we need to buy vehicles. What have we got? Sort by capacity, sure. What did we used to go for? Pavlov Arriva, Morris Automaton, the Nova SA. These have got quite large capacities, though. Although they're not double deckers. We need 15 of them, it says. Oh, the Arnold. We definitely... that's a bendy bus, isn't it? We definitely used to get that one. The Comet Sun. Evo Urban. It's quite cheap. Maybe we'll organise by price. So I think there's some big ones that are relatively cheap. Like the is that Dryfac, that says? That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Or the Futura. 80 seats. 1900 each. Or the Majora. I think I've got a sneeze coming. One sec. There we go. Oh, to have a mute button. I remember back in the day I didn't have a mute button. That was always bad. The Ambienta. No, the Futura is bigger. And actually the Midi, although the Midi is ugly. It looks like one of those, is it Chryslers? Chevrolets with the really ugly front. But then the Dryfac is even better, although you've got poor acceleration. But then you don't really need good acceleration, do you? Let's get 20 of you. There we go. And we're rocking and rolling, folks. First line is up and running. So, let's watch the bus and see what it does. How do I get rid of the line? That's always something I forget how to do. It's this, isn't it? Oh! In the interest of tradition as well, you are the Cobalt line. Yeah! Lovely stuff. And we're going to hide the line itself, but we're going to watch the bus, which we are doing. Let's fast forward a little bit, just to get it to its first stop. And I think we'll have time to build something else today, before this episode ends. I don't really know how long to make these episodes. If they should be long ones, if they should be short ones. I don't know. Oh, we have a... I run a cinema, proper art cinema. We only screen the latest Asian art films. Oh, you're one of those people. Hipsters, I think is the correct term. along with the occasional classic or two. When it says latest Asian art films, do you reckon that counts as like anime these days, manga? You know, I'm trying to think of a good example. They're very common now. I have not got into them in the slightest, but they are very common, very popular. For our opening night, we intend to premiere a real gem, a 4-hour film documenting daily life in a small Chinese village. Oh, no, you're not anime. It's too good to miss. I was hoping you could help me with the transportation arrangements, since naturally I'm expecting a horde of viewers. 800 for getting 50 people to the cinema. Where is the cinema? Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. I need to break off this. Do we connect to this? I need to see your... Yeah, we do. Cool. Yeah. Let's do it. Where'd my bus go? You're just pulling in now. Nice. So I'll keep this window up. Might as well. Even though we get the annoying arrow. I think there is a way to hide the arrow. I can't remember how it is you hide the arrow. You right click? Yeah, you right click. Maybe it is coming back to me slowly but surely. It's just one of those things. I'm right in thinking, aren't I, that I can't change... It's like I can't go here and say set down only. No, I think it's just you're stuck with what you're stuck with. I've made it visible again now. Didn't mean to do. There we go. We have one person on board. And these are actually bendy buses. I wasn't trying to get a bendy bus. But never mind. So far so good. It looks really tight going around some of these streets. But it is what it is. Up to the traffic light. Is this as far as I can zoom in? I can get further. We're just a really weird angle. It's like we're attached to the roof of the bus rather than like the driver's cab. So if I zoom right in, you can't see the bus anymore. You know, we're sort of like on a selfie stick, miles up in the air. One thing as well, I think all of the vehicles in this game are, or all the buses I should say, are diesel powered. They're not electric, and it really does show. It would be cool if there was an electric option. You know, like a city bus manager where you can upgrade all of your vehicles to electric. This is cool though, just pootling along. Maybe we should build a bus stop here and add it. Although there is one there, so why do I need to do that? Stop talking, Mark. Just enjoy the bus ride. Which way is north? North is this way. So in a second, hopefully, we will see the first bus arrive at the cinema. See how many people get dropped off. 9 more people have just got on. Nice. The daily average is going up. Good stuff. We'll have to do zoning as well. Maybe we'll do zoning to end this episode. Just so people know where to get on. Not where to get on. What am I talking about? Ticket prices and zoning, just so people know how much it costs to get to where they're going. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that other random stuff that just came out of my mouth. I don't believe there's no terraforming in this game, is there? It's all just done by whatever height you build the roads at. Is that correct? I think that's correct. I guess there's only one way to find out. Yeah, this is looking good. I'm enjoying it. I don't think we'll ride the whole way. We might just go down to the end of the line and then double back. There you go. Another 10 people getting on. It's popular already as well, which is cool. Yeah, that's neat. I like that. I think the second line, excuse me, the second bus line that we build will head up. How big's my cursor? Head up this island here. And then we'll have one that comes across onto this island and things like that. And then we'll start looking at more long distance transport and perhaps implementing something like a tram. But we'll see. Obviously, I have more of an understanding now as to how transport networks work. It's not just, oh, that looks pretty, we'll make it go like that. It's more a case of, you know, let's link up a neighbourhood with an industrial area so that people can actually get the bus or whatever it is to work. That's what we're here for now. If we can make it look good still, then awesome. But the priority is let's get people moving. I'm sure it's just a coincidence as well that these lights keep turning green just as my bus is arriving at them. Because I don't think bus-only roads have priority. I don't believe they do, although... Nope, there we go. We have stopped. We are approaching the stop by the cinema, so we'll see now how many people actually get off here and whether or not it counts. Maybe I'll just stay on for this bit, and then once we drop off here, then I'll start looking at what else we can do. Oh, 10 people got off, actually. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. No complaints here. I don't think a single one of them... Oh, no, 2 of them. Where are you heading? No, I don't want the garage. I want the person. So you're going to a grocery store... You're going to a commercial building. Yeah, neither of them are going to the cinema. Okay. Let's not waste too much time here, Marky. We've got stuff to do. So, city centre for me is this island here, and this island here up to this northern point. So I think if I'm going to do the zones, we'll say zone A. Oh, zone A is already zone A. In that case, we'll say zone B is I mean, how would you do this? We could say zone D is the city centre. So we'll do all of this in a single colour, and I am going to paint over the water as well. I don't think I used to do that, but I am going to do that now purely because just because you're travelling under the water or over it on a bridge, that doesn't mean that you're leaving the zone and rejoining it again. So, yeah, we're going to make this one zone. And then we're going to make this section here its own zone. And again, we're going to do it so that if I draw it up to sort of there-ish, and then we'll get the red again, and we'll join them together. Because again, you're not really... Just because you're going from red to green doesn't mean passing through yellow means you're going through 3 zones. You should still really be going through 2. So in the interest of not bleeding my citizens dry, I am going to implement that. So let's do something like this, and then I need to come through with the red again because I did this too little. God, I really don't know what half is, do I? I want half of that park area to be sorted. Oh well, it's fine. Right, what do I want now? Economy panel. And then ticket prices. There we go. So for bus, a single line. Actually, one is fine. I think these prices are all fine, actually. Yeah, because if I go any higher, I'm going to get accused of bleeding them dry. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That's fine. I'm just watching... Oh, 4% of this. So that's what, 2 people delivered already? That's nice. First bus has looped and is on its way back. Second bus is just about to reach the tip. Cool. We've got some unhappy campers over here, but that will always be the case for the first line. Alrighty, folks. I think we should do one more bus line today. And then we can wrap this up and call it an episode. Now, I like this avenue over here. I think this is actually a good candidate for a bus line. Just going up to the end here, turning around and coming back. And we can actually do a similar thing with this road as well. And follow it up for the majority of its journey. Maybe and then come up this way. That's a cool idea. And then these plug in nicely to this road. So yeah, let's do that. So the first couple of stops, we want there to be an overlap again. So we'll go there and there. Because from here it will zigzag this way, and then on the way back it will do that. Then the next stop, I guess, will be here. And then the next one will be here. So they're basically going like 2 city blocks, which I guess is fine. And then to here. And then over the park. And then I think, yeah, here and here works. Obviously narrower roads now. Tempting to rebuild them, actually. And I'm going to stop the overlap for a little bit. Or at least stop aiming for the overlap. Just to give them a chance to actually serve areas properly. That, I think, feels too close. Kind of like the idea of maybe over here. And it'll work its way around to it. And then for line number 3, I guess, is that a one-way road? Yeah. And this one's a two-way. So I think we'll use the two-way. So we'll go there and there. That's a department store, isn't it? So that's going to be very popular. How the heck? This is an entirely one-way system. Oh no, you're a two-way road. You're a one-way road. No, you're a one-way road. How do you get off this street? I think the short answer is you don't. So I might have to rebuild this slightly. What do we have? I think what I want is an asymmetric road, which doesn't exist in this game, annoyingly. But yeah, ideally, I guess if I built this, like so, and then from here, if I built this one like so, then I'm hoping, yeah, I can build that like that. And then I'm also hoping, I know we've just lost a lot of buildings doing that, but I'm anticipating that this pays off. Because now I can put bus stop. Actually, no, there's no point. No, there's no point. Too much overlap. But I think I can put one here. And then on the next street down, or the next couple of streets down, put one there. And then somewhere, actually, yeah, there. Like that. And then that kind of connects all that up. I have another notification, so I'll check that in a second. Yeah, these are one-way streets, so I want to avoid those. So I think the next set of stops, I mean, I could do it here, like that, and then the next one up here, like that. Although, there's a good candidate. Actually, that is the one. So maybe one of these streets. Oh me, oh my. Right. Where on this road would I want this stop? Here, maybe? Because then what I can do is... There isn't one with... yeah, there isn't one with lanes and parking. So like, there isn't one with bus lanes, sorry, and parking. So I'm just going to do it like this. Like that. And then technically... I mean, we could put one there and one there, I suppose. But technically, they overlap. So that's fine. And then here... Yeah, same dealio. Why need parking when you've got the best bus network in the state? Is what they would be asking if I had the best bus network in the state. Okay. Here I think we'll just go back to normal roads. It's fine. Okie dokie. And then this one. I need to start looking up shades of blue again for this. I can see it already. And here I'm going to be clever. I'm going to use the same turning point. Now we have an interchange between them. Smart, right? Sure. Let's go with that. Let me just very quickly... So I don't want to use all of the same ones that I used to use. I mean, it's looking like I'm going to use a lot of the ones that I used before. Wow. Ultramarine blue. I think that sounds a little too join the military. Lapis. That's a good one. I like lapis. Alright. Let's build these lines. Start. Oh, you got to start at the depot. There we go. And then over to here. And then obviously loop back. Oh, that's interesting that it's taking that route. Oh, wait. It's because you're going the wrong way. Ha! This way. Then this way. And then up here. Oh, wait. You're going the wrong way completely. Yeah, you're supposed to be going... Sorry, folks. You're supposed to be going this way. Again, interesting route. Technically, both could use the same route here. Do I want to do that? Yeah. Something else I've learned is it's okay for routes to duplicate. So we're actually going to do that and that, and then we're going to head up this way. So we're not going to stop at that stop. That's a returning stop. Here we go. Like so, and then up to here, and then back. There we go. Easy. And then there, and then there, and then there. Okay. You are the Lapis line. Oh, yep. My fat fingers. Lapis line. And then your timetable, you're going to copy from that. What do you want? Build one line from factory to skyscraper. Transport 100 people. I guess there's no deadline for these, is there? So we can just leave you up. That's fine. Right, you have a bus running. That's cool. Already, though, I'm thinking that I'm running buses too frequently. So I feel like it should be every 40 minutes weekday, 20 minutes in the rushes. Weekends, maybe 40 minutes as well. I guess. And then at night, every hour. Yeah, that's already brought that down to 11. That's actually a big help. Yeah. Okay. And then for the... Oh, that's gone down to 8 now. That's even better. And then for this, copy, 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 and copy. Yep, 9. Perfect. Cool. And then the final one, we'll name you first. So you are the... So we've done Cobalt, haven't we? Cobalt, Lapis... you could be the Azure. Sure. And then you start at the depot. Of course, I haven't forgotten. Down to here, around to here, up to here, and then you go this way. Like so. And these are our key commuter corridors. Round the loop and back. Nice. And then down like so. Round to that one. Down there. Down there. And then you go through that one. To there. To there. To there. And then you, of course, also copy from the Cobalt line. Like so. So is it 2 9s and an 8? I think we're down to now, which adds up to 26. We've only got 20 vehicles, so we might run out of vehicles at some point, but hopefully things turn around. Can I see if I'm making or losing money? Economy panel over here. So yeah, right now we're not making money, but that should change in the not too distant future. Excellent. So next episode, excuse me, I want to get into trams. So the first thing I'm going to do in the next episode is convert this road here back into an avenue. Yeah, we'll keep the slip roads and stuff. Actually, do we need to do that? 1 second. If I was to... maybe a little bit. Or we'll move one of these lanes so we can get some tram lines through. Actually, I'll try the other technique that I used to do. Oh wait, you can just build tram. Nope, you have to do it on a road. Of course you do. Muppet. Right. Are you skinnier? I think you're actually the same width. Somehow we'll do something with this so that we can get tram lines in. Maybe we'll just skinify the road. No, because here it gets quite tight as well. But we'll get tram tracks in. We'll then build a tram route that goes from the tip of this island right the way around to, I guess, the tip of this island. But it should connect with the bus. It might even connect over here. If I was to just test that, I don't know if I need tram lines in order to test that. Doesn't quite. It connects to some of the same buildings, but it doesn't quite. So I'm going to try and deliberately put one that connects with these stops. Yeah, just like that. And then we're going to start running a tram line. But I kind of want to connect this way as well as this way. And I was looking over here just now to see if there was a second avenue. I mean, there technically is if we branched off this way and looped around. So maybe we'll have 2 tram lines set up and running. One that comes down to the tip of this island as well. And have them join up over here, run down here, and then one will go that way and one will go that way. That's not a bad idea at all. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're excited about the series, I know you said if you're enjoying the series, but it's literally the first episode, Mark. If you're enjoying the series, then do let me know by smashing that like button. And if the hype option comes up, I would greatly appreciate all you guys who hit it. I don't know why I built that, actually. We don't need that. Oh, I've ruined everything. I've ruined everything. I was just trying to do a simple outro, and I've ruined everything. Okay. Okay. And I am going to swap out... If I just do that, I am going to swap out that road for that. Which is... Oh my days, I've bulldozed everything as well. I'm so sorry, guys. This, I might make a... No, I'm not. I'm not. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. Hit the hype button. That's what I was trying to say. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.